This is the network of sports entertainment. Nobody knows sports like we know sports. Yeah, we may not have any of those teams you like, but we have all sport. And if it's not a sport, trust us, we'll find a way to make it one. Nose.
Let the recording begin. There we go. It would not be a morning stream if I did not eat during this. Okay. Good morning, live from my parents' basement in the United States. My name is Joey. Sometimes I play games, and right now is one of those times. I'm joined by Gary Nuts, Jake Summer, and you may notice a new little face all the way down there at the end, Tabitha the Happy Giraffe. We are happy to have you here. It's Memorial Day weekend in the United States, and that means baseball, and it's time to get back to playing probably the least entertaining playthrough that I have done thus far in my young gaming streaming career.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? I want to say it's nice to see you, but it's not.
Yeah, and look at me, I'm little Jake Summer. Stop doing that, please.
I can't help it, sorry.
Hi, everyone, I'm Jake Summer. It's good to see you again.
And let's hear from Tabitha.
Hi guys, my name is Tabitha, and I played baseball ever since I was a little giraffe, and I'm happy to be here. Instead of, shout out to my girl Tanya for, she's enjoying her holiday.
Yeah, Tanya, well-deserved holiday. She has been doing a lot lately, and also just the real reason is the network doesn't want to oversaturate her, and it's cool to have a giraffe here for once.
I think so. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, you guys have, it's cool how you guys have, like, giraffe bodies.
Okay, that was weird. But, alright, let's get to the starting lineups and get the suffering over with. You don't notice we put the chat in this.
Yeah, I was wondering what this big window, I keep hitting my head on it.
Yeah, that's if anyone actually joins us at 0932 for this. We've been trying to go with like a Saturday morning nostalgia theme here, but let's take a look at today's starting lineups, and I'll tell a story in a minute why we delayed so long for getting this next game going. So I'm gonna throw it down to Jake. You want to do the visiting Super Duper Bombers lineup, and then Tabitha, we'll have you do the home Kansas City Royals, or backyard Royals. I don't like to say the city name because it's like not really them.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, so it's our starting line for the Super Duper Bombers, who suck. More like Sucker Ducker Bombers. No? Okay. Vicky Kawaguchi leads off at shortstop. Oh, no, she has a lot of minuses. A great start. Luann Louis plays center field. Actually, let's move Stephanie to short. We're going to do that because this was, they played Steel Stadium last time. Okay, anyway, so Stephanie Morgan will bat, you sure? Third at shortstop. Batting fourth at first is Annie Frazier. Batting fifth at third is Billie Jean Blackwood. Okay, cool. She has 2 pluses. That's always nice. Kenny Kawaguchi is batting fifth, I guess so, on the mound. Ricky Johnson bats sixth in left field. Oh, come on, he can't get any pluses. Sydney Weber bats eighth at second, and Terry Bone, the catcher, batting ninth. Oh, good gracious Lord, help us.
I don't know what's so bad about it. It looks like fun. Okay, I will do the lineups for the Royals. Like you said, it's not really the Kansas City Royals because they're the Kansas City, Missouri. Sorry, my nerves are getting the best of me.
Just relax. You know, no
pressure here. If you're working with Jake Summer, there's really no pressure here.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Okay, all right, that's fine with me. All right, so leading off is Cindy Chang at first. And then batting second in left field is Sarah Maxwell. Batting third at third is Anna Gaudreau. I remember she was good. I watched the other games. She was good. In right field is Tanya Lesko. And batting at catcher, at the 5th spot is Pamela Kirkos. Batting 6th is the computer-animated version of Carlos Beltran in center. Batting 7th is Lisa Crockett, a backyard player at 2nd base, 7th. Pitching is Jodie Palmer in the 8th spot. And batting 9th, rounding out the order at shortstop, is Dana Sakula. Let's play ball, boys!
Indeed, let's play ball. Wonderful job there, Tabitha. And Gary, yes, I'm sorry that everyone's hitting their head on this. So let me make a little adjustment here so that we're not doing that. All right, Gary, try it now. Hello, my name's Gary. Okay, yeah, it's better. I'm overlaying it.
You get me next time. I know I'm gonna hit that a lot. Pause.
That's not really possible, Jakey boy.
Shut up, Gary. I don't have the patience for this today. I really don't. How do you guys always argue like that? Ow! Ow!
Okay, Tabitha, try it now.
Hi! Okay, yeah, that's better.
Seems like everything's beans and bacon now, so let's play some baseball. Oh, all right. Who's ready for the torture? Who's ready for another 1-0 loss? Vicky Kawaguchi in here, as it is a beautiful morning in the United States on the East Coast. And the first pitch of our Memorial Day weekend special. We hope maybe we can get a game in tomorrow and Monday as well, as the first pitch is outside for ball 1. Okay, now as for the story as to why it took so long for me to get this next game going. Second pitch in for a strike on the high outside edge. We played the previous game, which was game 5. And when I went in originally for us to play this game 6, I noticed something was wrong with the records and the opponent, as the 2-1 is chopped away foul behind the plate, 2-2. Basically, the previous game did not save. In backyard baseball, and really all the humongous sports, is a little chopper up the middle. This could be a base hit unless Beltran can beat the throw. Ah, no. That is an out at first, as Kawaguchi, who has speed penalties today, is thrown out.
That is tough. Already, just that early, you see the impact that the penalty day has. I don't think it's for any reason other than her just having a cold day. First pitch to Luann Louis is in for a strike on the inside edge. So basically, the game didn't save. How does that happen? The game happened. Yeah, the game did happen, as Luann Louis takes a second pitch for a second strike, 0-2. I think 388 on the season. You have to actually, you can't just quit the application when the game finishes. Chop to the right side. Luann Louis could beat this out. She will beat it out, and that's where speed, you can't teach speed, and the Bombers have their first hit of the day. And don't expect one here with Stephanie Morgan. You have to actually go through the game and actually quit with, you have to go back to the clubhouse and actually quit through that. You can't just force quit out of the application. First pitch to Stephanie Morgan is high on the outside edge for strike 1. Now we're checking our YouTube feed here, so you get to hear me twice for a moment. Chop to the left side. The infield was back and to the left. Luann Louis will make it to second. Stephanie Morgan will make it safe to first. And a rare sight to see, a base hit by Stephanie Morgan, as the infield has some trouble out there. And back-to-back base hits for the Bombers. That was a good piece of hitting, especially because she really took advantage of the deep shift to the left side. She bats with an open stance and a lot of contact. That was really good.
The other girl didn't do that.
Ooh, Tanya?
Once again, the two people on the to my far right sound similar.
I don't think we sound similar at all. No, definitely not.
Annie Frazier's in, and she takes the first pitch for a strike and the second pitch in there for strike 2. 0-2 with 2 runners on. And Lisa Crockett is advising us to try concentrating. We will try that. And look where concentrating gets you. A swing and miss on the pitch on the outside for strike 3, and that's the second out for the Bombers. They have 2 runners on, 1 in scoring position. And Billie Jean Black, not just a few. And there again, the advice to try concentrating. First pitch in high for ball 1. Jody Palmer now with a strikeout on the day. As the next pitch, there is contact. The infield was shifted deep to the right, but it's not going to be deep enough for Billie Jean to beat it out. And that'll be the end of the inning. 2 hits for the Bombers. That is all that they're going to be able to do. No runs across the plate as Cindy Chang will be first to bat for the Backyard Royals. The Royals did win. If you notice, we're getting all the division opponents. We're in what is considered the AL Central for our. Sorry, I had to turn down the volume just there. The kids were just really in my ear with their up, and a bunt attempt is fouled. Count is 0-2.
Here's been the saving grace for this whole run is Kenny Kawaguchi, but sometimes I wonder if it's actually a bad thing.
Yeah, what Jake means by that is that, because Kenny Kawaguchi pitches so well, that pitches up high and inside for a ball, it's not like we're giving up a lot of runs either. And then what ends up happening is, as you can see in that little, I guess, disclaimer or text, whatever, when we get to the 10th inning, the power bats come on. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Kenny Kawaguchi gets his first strikeout for the weekend.
I'll always remember him as Kenny blah 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 blah.
So Tabitha, I mean, we're happy to have you, and it's nice to have. It seems as though you have a bit of a baseball background, and as much as we love our girl Tanya, definitely doing a lot of work on her talk show. In fact, she took the week off from her weekly talk show as well. As Kenny Kawaguchi really going through max. Well, I don't want to say it like that. 0-2 pitch, high for ball 1. A little bit of a close call there. And swing and a miss, strike 3, and Kenny Kawaguchi strikes out the first 2 batters that he faces this afternoon, this morning. Yeah, I know you guys had to get up really early for this.
I don't mind though, because it's like it reminds me of like playing Little League softball. You always had a game in the morning. There's games at noon. There's a game at like 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock. You just got the whole day at the complex. It was fun.
Yeah, I actually used to umpire back in the day for Little League, and that's what I would do. This was like before I was in my teens, so this was before I had like a real full-time job, and I would just go to the field and then umpire a couple games and had some cheese fries. The umpire cheese fries is where it really was at, because they hit different after umpiring games, and yeah, it was just a good time. 1-2 to go, Dro. Yeah, that's the best part of the post game, especially if you won, was always the food, the cheese fries, the pizza, all that good stuff. The whiskey, don't forget the whiskey. No, how could I? Foolish me. How can I forget the whiskey? This one is hit high and deep to left field. This one could go over the fence to the next door neighbor's spot. It is gone to the swing set. Bouncing still more, Anna Gaudreau has a home run. A solo shot to left field, 328 feet. I don't know what that is for our Canadian viewers and our Portuguese viewers, or Portuguese-speaking viewers. And the Royals take a 1-0 lead.
I don't want to say that he put it on a tee for a hurt, but it was hit hard, and a slow pitch like that, when it's served like that, it's basically begging to be hit. I like you. Aw.
Let's not. Oh, jeez. Let's not go there. It's too early for this stuff. Tanya Lesko is now up to bat, and she's hitting 352. This one is hit high and deep to left field. This one is not going to come back. It is gone, perhaps even further than the first shot, obstructed by the fence at the end, and very unlike Kenny Kawaguchi, he has given up back-to-back home runs. Now the Royals will have a 2-0 lead. Gaudreau and Lesko, and I'm not saying we need to think about a pitching change, but this is unlike Kenny Kawaguchi.
Yeah, they're really uncharacteristic, and I think that was another slow ball.
Yeah, I wouldn't say get somebody ready, but we got to change the game plan here. Yeah, we're going to be a little bit more aggressive here, as that has not been working, the slow ball. First pitch to Kirko, swing and miss, hitting 500, this late. I don't want to say late into the season, but I mean we're about 5 games into the game. Chopper to the left side, Stephanie Morgan. Perhaps the best thing she can do is be. It's so easy for her, but try hitting. Oh, Tanya has chatted. Oh, hey, Tanya.
Here I go.
So basically what she's watching this and leaving comments, she could just be here. Yeah, but it's kind of like if you request off, like you work like a restaurant job, you request off for the day, but then you go in with your family. You know, it's like you still got the day off.
Does she get this vacation paid? Because I still haven't been paid yet.
I don't know. I don't know anymore. 1-2 to Kenny Kawaguchi, who, hey, it'd be nice if he hit a home run to make up for the 2 that he didn't get, that he gave up 2-2. Well, the only good thing is that this game actually might end a reasonable time. Popped up to the right side, a bit of a defensive swing, and Lisa Crockett traps it, but is able to throw out Kenny Kawaguchi in time for the second out. Hang on, I think our game is frozen a bit here. Let's hold on 1 second because we don't really have it up and going here.
Tyler, don't worry about it. Don't worry. I guess she means like that, me asking about the pay.
This is. Jake, I really think if you just worked with my normal voice, you would have a lot more Riz and a lot more girls. What do you think, Tabitha?
I think he's fine the way he is.
Is that you trying to impersonate him?
Yeah, a little bit, but I'm not trying to be mean, Jakey boy.
How did you know I called him that? Actually, I call him Jake Pansy. Jake Pansy's what I call him.
Stop it!
All right, well, looks like the game is back up, and this is, again, just getting weird, and then, I want to play the game again, so let's play.
This one, okay?
Ricky Johnson batting a 66 on the season. Really, the game with Ricky Johnson, he looks at the first pitch line outside for ball 1, is just hopefully you hit it somewhere where they aren't, and he's got decent speed. Decent speed. To the left side, can it drop fair? Can it drop fair? It's foul. Just barely foul. Just missed it there. And the count is 1-1. So with this chat thing, Tanya's putting stuff in there. So even when she's not here, she's here. That's how it seems to be, yeah. That's, I don't know, she gets good ratings. What can I say? And I mean, very well, she could just stop talking and go to the smoothie bar again. Because even at that meeting the other day, I didn't say anything because I was hungover, but she was there too, at least by voice call. Yeah, she was, and that's what Ricky Johnson does, is misses it. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and thank you for the apology. At least you feel somewhat bad. And here comes Sydney Weber. And if you haven't seen, again, I can't put a card up in the live video. Her sister got absolutely torched by Gretchen Hasselhoff in football the other day. And therefore, there is no more twin. I think you got to interview Ashley, didn't you, Jake?
Yeah, that's right, I did.
0-2 to Sydney Weber, fouled off. And she stays alive 0-2. They said, there's a psychic connection, and that's why they play better when they are together. And when they don't, that's what you get. A swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's the end of the top of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, no surprises. And now we're back to the bottom of the second, and Carlos Beltran hitting uncharacteristically to his major league career, at least in this game, 071, first pitch, strike 1. Probably one of the players who's did not have as high of stats in terms of ability in this game, because this was when you had Mark McGuire, you had Barry Bonds, you had Ken Griffey Jr. Kenny Kawaguchi had a hard time getting to that, but does collect himself and collect the ball for the first out of the inning, and that brings up Lisa Crockett.
It was a really prime time for backyard baseball and for, players in general.
Certainly, and just a little programming note here, we will also be playing some Pokemon Crystal after this stream, because this one's going to go by pretty quickly, it looks like, hopefully. Kenny thinks he's going to strike them all out, and, for those who are the backyard fans here, Lisa swings at that 2-1. I did not forget about you, with Pokemon Yellow Legacy, the mod that was released by Smith Plays Pokemon. I did not forget about you, but we were on a little bit of a Poke binge there and tried to take some time off this week as the count goes full 3-2. Then I picked up Pokemon Shining Pearl, played a little bit of that. Will I play it today? I don't know. But I've liked this Saturday morning dealio. Kind of like the nostalgia from waking up as a kid. Swinging on and miss, strike 3 to Lisa Crockett.
Tanya says the game's boring.
It always is boring. Tabitha, I like your energy. I like your knowledge of the game. But if you need some whiskey, let me know.
Okay.
We all sometimes need the whiskey. Jody Palmer, the pitcher, up, hitting .230 on the season. First pitch fouls away for strike 1. Trying to be more consistent here of a streamer, because there were a few times where I posted I'm going to play this game and I don't for one reason or another. And I wanted to make sure today I got up to play it. I know the audience is not going to be, the live audience is not going to be large, and I appreciate Tanya chiming in on the live chat there. As a strike 3 called on the inside, and Kenny Kawaguchi, as expected, is getting his strikeouts. Just 2 mistakes to 2 batters, and speaking of a mistake of a batter, it's Terry Bohm.
Watch and learn.
We're gonna learn.
Well, I think you need to learn, Tabitha, about Terry Bohm. He's horrible. He's horrible.
He's really, really, really bad.
Like, really bad. He was purposely designed to be bad, as he looks at another pitch for strike 2. And I don't know what my thought process was, other than trying to make a Trey Ashe equivalent, and oh my gosh. Trey Ashe has at least been scoring touchdowns for the Monsters.
He's been really, really picking it up lately. I don't know what has gotten into him, but he's been doing great.
He's been doing really great. And Vicky Kawaguchi comes in, looks at the first pitch for strike. Hey, I appreciate you gave me a little shout out in that episode as well about the jockstrap cleaning shed. That actually is the real shed. Yeah, because Ernie Steele, there was a really weird sequence in that game. Here comes the 0-2 to Vic Kawaguchi, and that is called a called strike 3. That pitch was going high, but Palmer got it in the right spot. 2 outs. Yeah, there was a weird sequence in the game where, I'm trying to remember, someone called it. No. I think it was, if the pass bounced off of somebody, it might have been Gretchen or Amir. And then Ernie Steele was there. Ernie Steele has great hands. He caught it. But then when he got tackled by someone on the Monsters, he fumbled it and we recovered it. And then it cuts to him laughing. Pop it to the right side. And I thought that was going to drop. It does not. It is, in fact, caught on the fly for the 3rd out. And we go to the bottom of the 3rd. No runs, no hits, no errors, no surprises. And Dana Sekula will lead off for the Royals. So yeah, then Ernie Steele begins to laugh because, the kids have like a cutaway on the Jumbotron based off if they made a good play or a bad play. Bunt attempt on the right side. Kenny Kawaguchi comes in and has plenty of time to throw on to first for the out. And it made me think of you, Gary. You're laughing after losing the ball. Send him to the shed, clean the jock straps. Exactly. So yeah, no, I know that was me doing my best impression of you, but yeah, and I appreciate you being at that board meeting we were talking about Jake Summer.
Yeah, Tabitha, let me ask you, would you want to see a spinoff with me in it? I'll watch a spinoff with anyone from this channel. Everyone here's cool.
There we go. That's not saying much, Jake. It was kind of like a consolation. She didn't exactly say yes as like a affirming thing to you. Liner right back to Kenny, called for the out. So what exactly would be the premise, Jake, of your spinoff, Jake Summer?
I mean, just I get into shenanigans. It's my summer.
Ugh. Gary, I'm surprised you were so quiet. I thought you'd be really protesting this pitch. And speaking of pitch, well, this one's hit the center. It sounded good off the bat. Luann Louis does have it just a few steps to her right, and no runs, no hits, no errors on the inning. And Stephanie Morgan comes up, but she does have a hit today. Well, Joey, the thing with Jake Pansy's little show, again, I was hungover, so I was just trying to get it out of there. The sandwiches were good that Matthias brought. They were good. They were good. First pitch of Stephanie Morgan, low ball one. Yeah, but you like blacked out at the end of it there. Yeah, my brain was talking to me, and for I don't know whatever reason, my brain, despite me being American born, American accent, everything like that, my brain has like a British accent or something, and it's like really robotic and weird as a second pitch for second strike taken by Stephanie Morgan, 1 and 2. And once my brain starts talking, there's a lot of weird, like, memory lane.
Oh, well, even Cal has bad days, I suppose.
I can't stand her saying that. Strike 3 by Stephanie. Anybody want a cracker?
Oh, one, please.
I'm looking for a kind hit here, pitcher.
Peanut butter?
Yep. What, are you allergic?
No, but you should have asked first.
Oh. Annie Fraser is in. And boy, it sounded so good, but will that even drop? It does drop for a base hit for Annie Fraser, and the Bombers have a hit. Oh, I just had a stretch there.
Y'all better step back a few.
So reminders for anyone who is either new to this series. Frozen pitch. Swung and a miss, strike 1. 6 inning games. We've been doing abysmal. This is intended to be the team that has the worst power ratings. There are sub ratings in the game, and there are Google Docs. I don't think I put the link in for this live, but I'll be sure once it's posted. That the batting score really was a combination of contact, vision, power. So some of these players, as Billie Jean chops it to the left side, this could be a double play, throwing to second to get Annie Fraser out, but Billie Jean makes it safe to first for a fielder's choice with the second out of the inning. So these players all have poor power. So even though some of them, their batting score might even be as high as 8, their power is all low. As we can see here, chop to the right side, thrown on for the final out. And if you go to the playlist for this series, we try our best, and by we I mean me, to explain everything in the introduction video, and then we have, excuse me, sorry, these crackers, man, the draft itself, where we go into it. Thank you again to the two of you, and I guess Tabitha for moral support.
I don't even know what I was doing that day.
Yeah, we didn't know. We didn't even know you existed. Not trying to be mean, but... And that basically hit Anna Gaudreau in the face right there inside for ball 1. Gaudreau had a solo home run earlier in the game. This one's chopped. Who wants it? Billie Jean fell over in the process and got it over there for the out for Stephanie Morgan.
I have to say real quick, that was nice by Kenny. He knew to cover third. Really good instincts.
That, in fact, is it's funny you mentioned that, Tabitha, because one of those substats in these 2 Google Docs that we found on the internet was that there was like an IQ or awareness was like a sub-skill. And I think if you had someone like Pete Wheeler, he was not going to make that play. This is hit line to left field, and Ricky Johnson makes the catches. That one by Lesko did not have as much power as the one prior. Just checking, it looks like we're still good on the YouTube end. Again, this is Backyard Baseball, and we have now evolved to multi-streaming on to Twitch and even Kick. In fact, we're now reaching the top of the hour, 1000 in the East Coast of the United States. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're watching Sometimes Joey Plays on the Network of Sports Entertainment.
We know how to do only 3 things. Play video games, get you laughing, and keeping it gangster. This is Sometimes Joey Plays on YouTube and Twitch.
From my parents' basement in the United States, this is Sometimes Joey Plays in conjunction and partnership with the Network of Sports Entertainment Knows, and this is Backyard Baseball 2001, Game 6 of our series, of our season play with the power outage team, as we call it, the backyard players who have the lowest power skills. And Terry Bone did it. He made a play for the final out of the inning. We moved to the top of the 5th of our 6-inning game. And you can see the records. We are the Bombers, by the way, in case it wasn't known. 1-4, and I knew this was going to be I knew this was going to be painful to do. I knew this was going to be painful. First pitch in, first strike. This has been really, really painful. I think we may have scored 2 runs all season, and I don't know how much further we can take this, as this is in for strike 2. And that would have been a good opportunity to swing at that, because if you got a base hit off a power pitch, you get a power bat. But the problem is, that's our one rule, swung on a miss, strike 3, is we don't use power bats until the 10th, because we had games that were going that deep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's a lady here. There was always a lady here.
It's fine. Deep.
Okay. The games are going so deep into extras because Kenny Kawaguchi is such a great pitcher. We had to implement something, and now we have a pitching change, and Gaudreau is going to now take the mound. I guess a lot of those power pitches starting to tire out Palmer, and Sidney takes the first pitch from Gaudreau and fouls it off for strike 2. We had to implement something because the games were just not ending. It was like, oh, now that weird stat's going to come up. She threw 2 pitches and has a strikeout.
It should be like in real Little League, where they at least like to finish the batter, you know?
So yeah, this playthrough has been terrible, but we see that we're getting views on it. I'm sure it's probably for nostalgic purposes. I had a buddy of mine look at Backyard Football, and I can't remember the full comment offhand. He's like, I came for the nostalgia, and I stayed for the commentary and the graphics, etc. You know, this is pretty absurd what we're doing, but you know what? That's what our channel does best, is absurdity. Try concentrating on a freeze ball. Strike 3, and another strikeout for Royals pitching. So, oh, sorry, that's the end of the inning. Oopsies. Here comes Carlos Beltran. This may be the last at-bats for the Royals, unless somehow, some way, by the good grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, we get 2 runs at least in the top of the 6th, and I'm not holding my breath on that.
Tanya hasn't chatted in a while.
Oh. Is that the effing giraffe from Toys R Us?
No.
No, and I shouldn't have read that brand name out loud. They don't pay us. No, this is Tabitha. She is filling in this week for Tanya, who's enjoying her little vacation. And it's been a pleasure to have you, Tabitha. Looking forward to having you here more. Swung on a miss. Kenny Kawaguchi's 5th strikeout of the game.
Yeah, it's nice to be out and like fresh air and grass and all that. I mean, it's a little too early for hot dogs.
It is never too early for a hot dog.
Glizzy gang over here.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't ever say that again. Lisa Crockett is up, batting again, 125 on the year. Struck out earlier in her first at bat. As again, Kenny Kawaguchi only had 2 mistakes, 2 slow pitches that went over the left field fence here at Ekman Acres. Well, that's the first time I even mentioned the actual venue. I guess I could kind of assume everyone knows the name. This is not our home venue. Fly ball to left field. Ricky Johnson, you know what to say. Go get that ball, my friend. And he makes the catch in front of the fence for the 2nd out. And I think the other thing with, we had the settings that the kids did not make errors. And I guess if I knew at the time, I think that just makes their fielding like nearly perfect. And I wish I knew that, because, you know, it's almost unrealistic in a way, because these fielding stats are supposed to play a part in things, right? Anyway, Jody Palmer, who started the game as pitcher, moved to 3rd. Hey, J-Mon, little laughy face there. So yeah, these are real people like chatting. Well, I mean, Tanya's real. I'm not. All right, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. Yes, real people are chatting in, Gary. People are actually watching this, and I'm assuming having some entertainment from it. And of course, some clarification on Tabitha. And that is the final out of the inning. No hits, no runs, no errors. And now it is the last chance for the Royals, for the Bombers, excuse me. Don't throw the ball fast, okay? What a great request when you're segment to the play. The first pitch high and inside for ball one. Next pitch is inside. It's a freezer ball for ball two.
I mean, if the people don't like me, I'll go find something else to do. No, it's not that. It's just, I mean, has anyone told you you look like Joffrey or whatever his name is? When I was growing up in school, yeah.
Yeah, I guess the kids are mean.
Kids made fun of me, too.
But it's for a different reason. All the power pitches are coming in here. 2-2 to Vicky Kawaguchi as Lisa Crockett has come in, I guess, to close out the game. And a tapper to the left side, but Vicky's speed has been penalized today. She's not going to be able to beat this out. Perhaps on a normal day she does, and that's a shame because that was a power pitch. That would have gotten us a power bat. But even then, the power bat wouldn't have helped because we made the rule that 10th inning was when it was going to be. We said to make this run more difficult that we weren't going to do it, but there are times this game, it was kind of like a mercy rule almost. Mercy for us because it was just horrible to sit through this whole time. So I'm going to miss strike one to Luann Louis, who does have a base hit earlier. So again, some programming announcements. It's 10:07 right now on the East Coast. Once this game concludes, which should be soon, hopefully, Lord willing. Little liner to the left side, but Luann is able to beat it, and they have a base runner. The Bombers have a base runner. And that brings up Stephanie Morgan now. Wow, that makes us feel better, you know. We are planning on doing a Crystal Legacy run episode today, and speak of the devil, as Jamon asked Pokemon today, yes. Crystal Legacy at the very least. I don't know about Shining Pearl. Again, Saturday is a busy day for me in the sense that, you know, with my work at church, I have a lot of stuff to prep for the next day, and that pitch is inside there, strike two. That's a good pitch. And I gotta do some food shopping at some point, which is gonna be terrible because, you know, everyone puts things off the last second. And Stephanie Morgan swung at that. Gary, what should she do? Jock straps, clean them in the shed. Yeah, that was not good at all. Well, it comes down to Annie Frazier with a runner on first, Luann Louis. So it's a speedy runner, but as some baseball experts would say, that run doesn't matter. It does not matter at all if Annie Frazier can't cross the plate. If someone's going to hit a home run, it's going to be Annie Frazier. And now she's going to open up her stance. I mean, that right field is tricky in Ekman Acres. Taking a chance, so this could be the game right here. A high pop-up on the infield. As the second baseman, it moves over to make the catch for the final out, and our suffering is over. The Royals have won by a score of 2-0. And if you, I didn't even mention the Why Are You Betting lines. They had a run line at -1.5 with a total under 3.5. So if you place some monies there, congratulations to you. And this was the mistake I made last time. Well, I'll get to that in a second. Let's go around for final thoughts, Gary. I don't hate my life because I have a beautiful wife, 3 lovely adult daughters, and some beautiful grandkids who sometimes keep me young again. I know it doesn't seem like that with the cigars and the whiskey and the you're still breathing that right in my face, but I've been a good sport about it. Yes, thanks, Joey. But this makes life insufferable. And I'm here also, Joey, because I have a lot of respect and admiration for you. You're a kid to me. I know you're in your 30s, and it's just like it's great to see you doing this. And I want to be here for you. So I'm really here for you. I'm not trying to be, all mushy and gushy, but, I know you want the support because you're suffering too. That's putting it lightly. All right, Jake?
Are we playing this whole season? I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it. Unless the people are at my door with torches and pitchforks, I can't see how we play this past them being eliminated from playoff contention, and that is looking the case. I mean, they are now 1-5. In fact, we can update that real quick because I fixed that problem that I was having with the OBS and the PowerPoint, where if I updated the window, it kind of like bugged out. There we go. So, yeah. Oh wait, they're 3-3 now, right? They won a game, so they're 3-3. And now the Bombers dropped to 1-5 on the year. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how long I can keep this going because this is just, it's not fun. No, it's fun. It's fun. I had fun. This is fun. It's fun. It's fun to be with you all. It's fun that we have a new friend in Tabitha today. And Tabitha, it'd be nice to have you the next game. I guess we'll talk with Cowboy Amos Payne, the creator and founder of the Network of Sports Entertainment that just bought out Yellowstream, by the way. I like how he said it in the meeting today. Yellowstream. Oh, I'm getting flashbacks to that hangover already. Yeah, I don't know. Like, we could keep toying around because, Sandy's the definition of doing this, the same thing over and over again and, expecting a different result, which is what we're doing. So there's got to be something different we can do to at least, I don't know, make these games, like, they're close, but you just don't even feel like you're in the game at all. Yeah, if I could jump in and you sound like Tanya for a second with the likes. I try to get better at that in real life. I really do. You're just observing that there's a lot of weak contact, and when you don't have any power to even push the ball out of the infield and make a threat, there was maybe I think the first batter of the game there was that threat where dropped in center and you thought, okay, base hit, and they actually beat the runner to first. You need more opportunities like that, and it's not, they're not coming up. And has anyone actually hit a home run this season? Nope, and we kind of expected that. Yeah, so it's going to be tough. It is going to be tough when you need power in this game. Not everyone on this roster is a speedster. You actually have pretty decent speed all in all. I think we did the calculations, and the speed is actually really decent. Just the ball doesn't go far enough for them to take advantage of it. So before we forget, let me show you what the problem was with this last time. So last time we played, right here, right now, I just ended up closing the application. That doesn't save the progress. So when I came back, I saw that the White Sox were still the opponent and they had only played 4 games. So basically, I had to go in there and just kind of like, not literally speed through the game because there's no way for me to do that, but basically just swung at everything, or no, I didn't even swing. I just kind of did something else with my time, and then had Kenny just pitch as if it were a real game. They still lost, of course. They still lost, and that was the intent. I wasn't gonna try to pull off a win and then be like, "Ha, got you guys." So let's make sure that we actually go and quit properly, which means hitting the back. Oh, and we look at scores around the league. I mean, who cares? We suck. You actually have to go and click there and go back to the clubhouse, and then from there quit. Or I think at least now, I think if we close the application now, that's fine. You actually had to go back at least to the clubhouse to kind of save that progress. Well, that's going to do it for us here for Gary Nuts, for Jake Summer, and our new friend Tabitha. You've been watching Backyard Baseball, and Sometimes Joey Plays in partnership with the Network of Sports Entertainment. We're going to get out of here, but it is Memorial Day weekend, so look for at least one more game this weekend. We'd love to get multiple because I think this series needs to get done. This has been a thorn in my side. But Pokemon Crystal Legacy will be coming up, and that will be on Twitch. That will be on YouTube. That will be on the Kick. Still trying to figure out what the heck Kick is. But thank you for joining us this morning, and we'll see you again soon.
This is the Network of Sports Entertainment. Nobody knows sports like we know sports. Yeah, we may not have any of those teams you like, but we have all sport. And if it's not a sport, trust us, we'll find a way to make it one. No.